Boy, you joined the show play? Not show play, but broadcast.
Can you hear me?
Nigga, I just said I'm not loaded.
I was talking to Brandon. Oh. Nigga, why is that your team?
Bro, because I had to do it for a challenge. Nah, you should be... Bro, why'd you leave the stream?
I'm still here.
Bro, it doesn't say, it says 0. But no, like, I made it to where it's the highest quality, so like, I can't record, but like, you should be able to see this as fast as possible type shit. So I still do have everyone. I can upgrade shit here.
But the thing is, we're in a party and I can hear, like, I can hear the YouTube video and myself talking.
Oh, then
like you just said, nigga, I'm like, I have headphones in.
Well, are you able to make comments, like in the right, or no?
I'm sure I am, but...
Because if you can do that, just take me off the thing. Cause can you hear my voice or no?
Yeah, I can hear both of us.
So like, if you can do that, legit, just take it off of that.
I don't know. I still want to talk to you about this.
Well, like I'm saying, you can leave party, but like you have to communicate somehow. Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
I get tired of getting shot every day. For no fucking reason.
But I don't know if I should be concerned or not, Brandon, but fucking... When I clicked on Madden, like, just to see, it says that I have to purchase it in store.
Oh, you probably just have to go through the license. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, clear up the licensing.
You have 5 hours left?
Yeah.
Alright, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your key.
Because I have the sound going through my headphones. So, like, it's really loud. Now, what?
Cardinals offense ready to go on first and 10.
Like, I sent them a damn fucking complaint thing, and they told me, they're like, oh, sorry, we need more information than that. Because I told them, like, the shit wouldn't work. Like, so, like, I made, like, a complaint or whatever, and, like, trying to get in contact with them. But, like, the number's out of service and stuff like that, so you can't even fucking call them.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So the 47,000 is just from solos, or?
Well, I had more than that. I bought players. I bought linemen.
When you've got a running back of this size,
no, I end up
offense. Tell you, attrition does set in for defense because.
But no, like,
you trading me a majority of the people, or what are you doing?
Well, like, I really don't know because I don't get my, like, I don't have my fucking like pre-bonus shit.
Going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing
so like when I get my pre-bonus shit, like it's gonna be a lot different.
We always talk about the best performers.
Like I'll have more cards. Plus, I want to spend more money, but like
I have to wait till a certain time because like basically I have to wait till after midnight. I might rip packs again.
Almost feels like old
but
school
like,
fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to prove their will on the defense. Was that 5?
And Johnson lost the football.
I know, but like the thing is, like Pablo is asking for money, so like Dad's gonna pull 400 off my call. I got 600, and you're only allowed to take 500 per day.
Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
You get what I'm saying?
You can only withdraw 500 per day. You can spend more than 500 per day.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. The thing is, it's saying that I have to purchase Madden, so
I
like
don't believe that.
I'm gonna be shitty if fucking like wait till the night of release and then like click on it and it says please purchase.
I mean, you're just gonna have to go through and like probably like go to my account again and like do the licenses. Because it always does that. Does it show a lock on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just have to do the licenses.
In front of you. Do you accept it?
That's
I
nothing.
hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge.
I'm trying to do it real
Challenge
quick.
Madden
I'm not
Ultimate
logging
Team.
into it. Yes, I'm not.
And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. Mayfield on first down.
That's what I was thinking, but
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
one thing that they did do, you can play not solo. Like what I'm doing now, we can play together.
I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game
Playing the
goes
AI,
on.
we can do it together, like the solo challenges.
Try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
Bro, look, this is what keeps happening to me, and it pisses me off because I put it on like the hardest thing.
Maneuver in for the sack.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to
So
say.
like I keep getting fucking like this that happens to me, Matt, and it's fucking annoying because
Those situations if you're an
like look at that.
He's gonna go down again.
I have
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first
Like my people do not block with shit.
To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now.
722 and Justin
Now
gave
on
me
third
30.
down, they throw the deep ball, but it
So you said 802
Yeah, 802
minus.
minus 340 is $462.
And the offense ready for a
If
first
that
down
tire's
and 10.
flat in the morning, I'll literally have to get a new
Mayfield
tire.
off the
It's
play
like
fake.
$50, $50 or $60.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards on the game's first play. And a
Nah,
quick
but some
first
of the
down.
elites I have, Matt, I can't even trade you because
There's so
they're
many
NAT.
things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your
But
keys,
if-
you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
At most, I'll
A
probably
good
do like
pick up there, 26 yards.
Not only they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. That's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible?
Yeah, they tacked and they burned to the charge.
No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Oh, bro, they don't charge shit, bro.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up
my
and
tire
send this
pressure
one
thing
away.
keeps coming on to the tire low. So when I look today,
It's
it
fielded at the 2.
was like real low when I got to the
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. There's Carson Wentz bringing out the Philadelphia Eagles. 21 touchdown passes, just 7 interceptions for him last year until a back injury knocked him out in Week 14.
I looked at it.
There's a slow leak, either that or the sensor's fucked up.
On first down, Wentz. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Like, we
the
might
Pro Bowl
just
tight
have
end
to
Zach
get these
Ertz, the
cards.
intended target, but it's going to be second
That's
down.
80, that's
Maybe a little over anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage.
Yes, you're gonna have to do it on my account, dumbass. I already told you that.
When you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
Yes, I did. I said you have to do it on my account. I bought it.
Stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back as a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive?
On first down, they run with Howard.
Like, if the insurance is more than 120,
nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to
but
like the way they moved
during that time,
absolutely
all the kids are going to be with us.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Bro, I need to go back to him.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Yeah,
this is such a good read defensively. They know that this
is the only way to show me how, like, the gameplay.
Because they crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. I bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of
that's a YouTube account.
To deal with
no, a channel is a YouTube account.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
Is that the same controls?
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them. And
he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
What's the goal of the challenge? Nigga,
you can see.
No, can't you? It's delayed, so.
Nigga, it's 80 rushing yards.
Score 2 touchdowns.
And then bonus is in the bottom right.
Score a passing touchdown, gain 50 passing yards. Okay.
But the offense is staying out there to go for. Here we go with Johnson. And he's got
do you keep playing them on hard? What do you get for the stars?
The stars put your, like, you know how, like, on my team, on 2K, like, there's a certain thing where, like, you have to have so many stars and it gives you rewards. This necessarily doesn't unlock players, but, like, it's just like the old Madden, where, like, you get so many, like, you get three golds, NAT golds, and, like, it's a chance you can pull a gold or better.
This stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said,
have you already redeemed that or no?
Yeah, bro, I've done it like 8 different times.
Be warned.
How many stars do you have to get the players?
I call that play a success. A nice inside.
It just varies.
Sets up a very
like they keep up and
down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down.
Like the one where I got Baker.
And across the midfield,
if I get 120 stars, I get a 86 overall Deacon Jones.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed tackle. But in this case,
I know you, bro. You're gonna see that hit.
Making the big time play.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for a fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. Again, the offense will stay out there.
Yeah.
They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
What are you doing?
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
You're not feeling no
That's
better?
a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium.
Nigga, if I was you, I'd get that pass on 10.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense,
all I need is the running.
11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground. He's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking.
Yeah, I need the rushing yards, and then I need the rushing yards and the fucking rushing touchdown.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game.
You're gonna like that. Well, I just did. You're gonna like.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line
So
has
it don't end when you complete the challenge?
the wide receivers have to block
What do you
all
mean?
downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too.
Did you not complete the challenge already?
No, I need 12 more yards rushing.
The rock. Well, partner, since this new 2-point
Well,
rule
once you
came
get
into
that 12
play,
yards, they'll
offenses
finish.
spend a
Yeah,
lot
it'll
more
finish.
time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, you'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
She doesn't have the pull.
That's the only way you can get it done.
It's the damn
The big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone.
Bro, it doesn't matter if they score. I can just
7 or 8.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence. When in doubt, find your veterans.
Used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like them crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s.
But one thing, since I am broadcasting, it gives me a smaller screen. Like the right side of my screen is cut off.
When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just
it's no longer L2, Matt. Like when you're on offense or defense to like make adjustments, you can't. L2 doesn't do anything.
2nd down and goal. Wentz.
It's not right stick.
Zone, but that's going to wind
it's
up
L1, and then like triangle is still like safety, but it's L1 to like pull up the damn fucking video.
I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense going.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. The 3-yard touchdown pass. There the Eagles are back within a score. The way this... And it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And now let's look at David Johnson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Nice job. Congratulations. Defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
I like how you could just literally click on fucking play next challenge. You don't have to fucking return.
You don't have to return or anything. You can just keep doing it over and over again.
How many solos are there?
Hey, you really don't know.
Oh, you get extra points for every start.
Yeah. So like legit doesn't tell you how many, like you have to go through and count.
Well, it says 25 out of 55.
That's the stars.
Yeah, that's what you learned out of. Ooh, it's only a bounce.
Yeah, but it's only like a 70 something.
So what is this little list you're doing?
This list? If I complete it,
5 stars.
I complete it, I get an 85 overall, either Juju, like I get a select between these 5. I get an 85 overall, but it's in AT. And like you think is, yeah, that's most likely what I'm gonna do, because the Marshawn Lattimore, he has 87 speed, which like that's like almost the fastest in the game right now. But legit, you can't get that, you can't do this until you're level 20. So,
what's the earn 6 ultimate Chinese focus?
I have you just have to keep playing the solos that like I'm already doing. Like you see, I need one more star and I get it. Yeah, if you click on it, it'll take you to it now. So like, it'll tell you like 51 out of 52. I get the thing. So I just need to do this. I need to get one more star. And like you can see, perform 1 sack, perform 2 user tackles. Do not allow 40 yards in this drive. Do not allow 5 passes in this drive. And like you can play co-op with someone. Like you can click on him and like play co-op. So like he'll play with you, like on your team.
Bro, that's nice, bro. We'd be able to fucking run solos like that.
For real. Like legit, all I would need you to do on solos is like, hey, go to the defensive line, go get a sack. Like I got the coverage. Same thing, and like I was talking to King about it, because like King messaged me like, because I was on earlier or whatever, like for like about like I would say 10 minutes before I went to work. King was like, bro, how are you on Madden? Like just started freaking out, and I was like, dude, like I was like, it's nice.
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
Like, I know you just saw the runs I did. Right, legit, like that's the way that you move. Like there is no special movement or anything. Like that's without me. Like that's just me pushing the stick right, making one juke, and then just running.
Throwing on first down is Manning, finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Bro, I like that. But the only bad thing is,
in so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the
I'm on the Steelers, and then Patriots.
Talking about if we play co-op.
His athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, that's a great question. I think it uses my team in general. So like you can't select, oh, I want to use his offense, oh, I want to use his defense, you know.
Oh, so whoever invites you that shit.
Yeah, the defense, you've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now throwing on first down and completing it.
Oh,
it's another 10 yards on that one and
Trust
another
me,
first
bro.
down.
We can only complete one more pass.
Passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team. Because
I can't even get the
number one,
short.
you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game.
I legit just need to get a sack.
They start to creep up, start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down.
Let's go, bitch!
Comes out, Manning lost it.
Come on, give me that sack. Give me the sack. Well, no, like I needed to get a sack. Now, legit, I can just worry about fucking playing.
Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. To throw is Manning. And Latimer's got it.
Bro, you gotta be kidding me.
Touchdown. Not the result you wanted, but the good news, practice makes perfect. We'll see you again right here on the Madden.
No, but like legit, like you see that, and what I mean by you see that is like, bro, now like on defense is kind of hard because like you can overrun it easy, you can underrun it easy.
Manning now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
Thing is, I need to get these fucking tackles.
With a loss of 3 on the play.
So like I need them to like complete the first couple, you know.
To throw, it's Manning.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
But the thing is, like CJ needs to get it.
Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it.
Like, I know CJ hasn't bought it yet, so, like, it's just one of those things, like, we really can't. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can just play the 2-man squad still. But, yeah.
I don't know. You trying to, like, some, like, fucking sex parlor.
Yeah, bro, I've heard it on the mic.
Like, the night you got offer, he's like, yo, call this world up.
Didn't that give me my shit?
He was like, yo, you can't leave, use condoms and shit all over for you owe us $250. 54 out of 60 it says.
Yeah, but I just needed one thing. And the thing is, I don't know if it gave it to me. Oh, did he just give me a pack? Fuck, that's what it did. It gave me a pack, not the damn fucking... I don't need these packs. Like, these packs do nothing for you.
Did they bring contracts back or no?
No. And like, there's these, legit. For me, like, I already have this shit. Like, I have the Seahawks and I have the Steelers. So, and like, this is their entire schedule. Like, you have to complete like fucking 16 games. And you have to get all the stars. At the end, you get an 86 overall Russell Wilson theme king. This one, you get a, like, Steelers is a TJ Watt. So, like, there's certain things that, like, that stuff we need to be able to knock out. Because, legit, you invite me, I help you with Seattle, you get an 86 Russell Wilson. And it's free. And, like, milestone, like, you can see, like, I can just click on this. 25, go player from a team of your choosing. And then, look. Team pack, 2 gold or 3 silver players from team of your choosing. And then elite player from a team of your choosing. But like, look how much that is. That's 500 stars. I mean, and granted, like, you can do every team. So there's 32 teams times like 16 games times 5. Because there's 5 stars per thing. Yeah, like now I just need to get to level 20.
So why does it say 22% complete?
Because I still have to do this shit. I have...
That's the last little thing you have to do though? I know you still got those challenges, but...
Yeah, these are the challenges I have left. And then I have to get to level 20. Getting 200 yards by halftime. Do not allow 15 completed passes. Do not allow 30 passing yards. Perform 10 ball carrier moves.
Yeah, what's this juice and shit?
What was the first thing I said? Getting 200 yards?
200 yards, yeah.
I think.
Before half, and then you don't allow 15 passes.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Landry. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Not 80.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. It looks so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly.
Basically.
Took the ball right down.
I had like 4 hours and 58
energy,
minutes
not
left.
just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send
I don't know
this
if I'm
one
gonna watch you
away.
fucking all night.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
But like the second you close the app, the time stops.
The 34 now.
Yeah.
Here's first and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
Now, like, I'm trying to focus on this. I might honestly open tax, like I said.
And we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it.
Thing is, like, I was watching people like open packs today on Twitch, and they were getting like 88s left and right, and like 88s are the highest overall you can get right now. There is a Von Miller you can get, but like, and like that's another thing. If you have a big tight end now, like people can't jump around him. Like if you have a big tight end, he's going to get the ball.
And there's completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5".
And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Baker Mayfield with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals.
But like, I'm not gonna lie, like I for real didn't get shit. Like I spent $100 to open packs, and I really didn't get shit.
I'm known for having an arm, but I can.
Like granted, I got the Khalil Mack and stuff like that, but.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive.
Like the team I have is what I basically got, because I like. I sent the silver, not silvers, but I sent the golds into turn into elites, and then like the low elites that I weren't like I wasn't gonna use, like I would just send them in to make higher elites.
And a lot of teams script plays, we know that, right? They have a script.
I want to spend that much tonight.
And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early,
you know, all that
probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Yes.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator.
Damn, bro, he just broke the fuck out of that guy.
Carrying it, thank you.
First.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown!
Nigga, he just broke you.
Aaron Jones, 52
Nigga, that
yards.
challenge fail.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide.
Part of
that
it
certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 39 that time. How about this first quarter?
Yeah, I think a lot of niggas are going to do that, try to do that to us again.
Answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change the...
This is taken in at the 5. That's good for 28 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield stepping up. He'll try and run. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this should be before the quarter ends.
Nigga, fix your mic.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And it's a touchdown. Baker Mayfield doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Play action, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
Jones hit in the ball zone. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's got him in. Complete. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Now I think I just need a waste clock. Yeah. Yeah, basically just need to run the ball and just keep it.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Okay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
Legit, the dude just
consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training.
But no, like one thing that they did this year, like you can see, there's like so many like different areas where like it's kind of busted to where like they either have the over the middle throw, like that, like it's not, and like it's just because it's early. But like there's no one really fast enough unless you can upgrade the Shazier all the way if you got the training. But like there's no one fast enough to get these fucking like in the spots that you need them to go.
As a fallback, throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
11 yards there, first down.
Need 3 fucking more.
They've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Johnson, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. Final play of the half, Mayfield. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.
I for real wish I could give you controller because I don't want to fucking do this shit. Score 30 points by halftime. 200 yards for 420.
All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It isn't.
Is it rushing or getting 200 yards? So yeah.
Indeed, the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against him.
And he's got his man. That's Landry.
So like you can pretty much like shield yourself. Like if you switch into the wide receiver, you can shield yourself.
Nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how insane was the quarterback at his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line,
and it's caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. It's going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
We've already been playing for
As that ball got away from him,
50
and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things you hear all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Encroachment defense.
What?
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that.
They run with Conner, and he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Right back to Conner here on 1st. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Zach Gentry, 53 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away. And we know how crucial every point is.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set.
And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Samuels, 82 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Chris Carson trotting back out there. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
12 more yards there and another first down. Mayfield on play action.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. 23 yards on the play. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous.
All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team. Go earn your keep. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. They go play action. Mayfield. It's caught left side by Phillips. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. It's a big play there. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too thick.
Oh, now Lindsay lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsay. He's going to go up top for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together, you get the field goal block. That's been designed, that's been drawn up. Everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end.
That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. And it's caught. Touchdown. All right, nice job. I believe that is challenge met and defeated from where I sit. Congratulations. Good job on this Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. All right, the challenge is in front of you. Do you accept it? I hope so. Keep the game on. Play the challenge. It's solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. On first down, Johnson continuing to fight for more. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And the offense readies for a first down and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard. But sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over. Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. To stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to look deep now for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big pickup of 38. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And there he goes again. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Gets past one man, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. He really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
On first down, Carr looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target. And now it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Landry. A very good return that time. 18 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Mayfield. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. We have hit half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look. Well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. And they start the second half with Johnson. And now running right through him. David Johnson on his way. And touchdown. David Johnson, 93 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try to get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 63 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And now back out comes the offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson that's shedding his way forward. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. 7 yards there and a first down. Here's Johnson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11 from the gun. A run for Johnson. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Johnson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Come on, fellas.
Nice job. Congratulations defeating the Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge.
boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never. Fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. I'm delayed, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field? I've been grinding for a minute. Boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions, and I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only when I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a faucet. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no bombing. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass back.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause I like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I put it in 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. With all they running my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to
just wanna be her. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my skirt right off on the curb. Like I'm Barry Sanders, chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like
Yo, Matt, what the fuck is there to do? Hello.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ride it. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like
All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and when our camera missed with looking for the tight end Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Terrence Mitchell. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That didn't work out this time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, but it'll be 2nd down. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Mayfield now toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, unfortunately, unable to achieve the results you're looking for, but there's always... And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged...
It got his man complete. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got it.
All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch out.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, he's got a couple more downs to play with.
Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Ah, too bad. Can't win them all, though. Come back, try again. Thanks for playing the Madden. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tramon Williams. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how... And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Mayfield on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big pickup of 38. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 27 yards there, a first down. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that don't make sense. Ay, when you making bands can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big.